This is BHAVAROHINI. Now I am going to take a testing for hardened concrete in concrete technology. What are the tests to conduct for hardened concrete? First of all, this testing is used for reducing the maintenance cost and to reduce the failures of the concrete. Then to ensure the quality of the material. What are the tests to conduct of hardened concrete? Two type of the testing is used to find out the hardened concrete. First one is destructive test and second one is non-destructive test. In destructive test can be done for compression strength of concrete, then tensile strength of concrete and flexural strength of concrete. In compression strength, only one test can be done, that means cube test. In tensile strength, three tests to be conducted. First one is direct tension test, second one is split cylindrical test, and third one is flexural test. First one is cube test. In cube test is prepared by placing the layer of concrete in three layers. Each layer is compacted by using of rod. This compaction is done 35 times. After the compaction, the concrete is used to cure in water for 7, 14 and 28 days. On the seventh day test, the cube will taken out of the compression strength test. This is the picture is used to find out the curing process. The above picture is before the placing of the concrete for curing. Before picture is for curing process. For 7 days curing process, in this picture I show. Then the concrete is placed in compression test. Second one is tensile strength. The tensile strength is used to resist the cracking from the shrinkage and temperature changes. In tensile strength, three tests can be handled by using of the tensile strength. First one is direct tension test, second one is split cylindrical test, and third one is flexural strength. In this test is used to access the split cylindrical test or flexural cylindrical test. First one is split cylindrical test. This apparatus measurement is 50 mm in dia in horizontal plane. It is subjected to a uniform load along the length of the specimen. This one is side elevation of the cylinder and this one is front elevation of the cylinder. Now the load is applied to the cylindrical specimen. After the test, the cylinder is before picture I show and after the picture. This one is the split cylindrical equipment. After the split cylindrical test, the concrete is now I show this picture. Then third one is flexural test. It is the most common method for measuring the tensile strength of concrete. In flexural test, the concrete beam span length is equal to the beam depth. That means the length of the beam should be at least 2 in 50 mm larger than the span. This procedure of the tensile test at the bottom of the beam and the compression stress at the top of the beam in the concrete. Since the concrete is weak in tension than compression, the specimen fails, where it is break into the two following formation. Nearly vertical crack, it's called a flexural crack. Near the section of maximum movement occur in the concrete. Then these are the test is destructive test for finding out the tensile strength and compression strength of the hardened concrete. And second type is non-destructive test. Now I am going to show the non-destructive test. So what are the type of non-destructive types? Nearly 6 types are used to find out the hardened concrete in non-destructive test. First one is ribbon hammer, second one is ultrasonic pulse velocity, and third one is penetration method, fourth one is pull-out test, then X-ray, then profometer. What is a ribbon hammer test? It is also known as the Smith hammer test. This test is used to find out the compression strength of the concrete within the range of 150 to 800 psi. That means 10 to 50 megapascal. This test can be used to establish the rebound number has reached the value known to correspond to the desired strength. This is the picture of the ribbon hammer test. Next one is ultrasonic pulse velocity. It is used to find out the concrete strength, that means the standard strength of the concrete, and it is allowed to determine the compression concrete strength and the location of the cracks. This test is used to mostly find out the location, where it is the location of the cracks, and what are the factors affecting the concrete. It is used to find out the velocity also. And this test is used to identify non-homogenic condition also. That means the structures such as honeycomb structures are wide and cracks. This also determined by using of the ultrasonic pulse velocity method. These are the equipments to find out the measurement of the concrete. Then third one is penetration resistant test. This test is usually considered to be the best means of testing penetration. It consists of powder actuated gram or driven hardened probes. The probes is driven into the concrete by means of the precaution powder charge. The apparatus provided a quick means of determining the relative strength and quality of the concrete. This test is also used to determining whether the formwork can be removed. This test is used to design in place of testing of compression strength and quality of the concrete. Mostly this test is used to perform on the slab, floor, ceiling and curved surface and pavements. This cost of the test is very high compared to the ribbon hammer test. This test is likely to be preferable to drilling small diameter cores. It's mostly used for the cores in small diameter. Whether it is used for slabs, floor, ceilings, curved surface and pavements also. And second one is pull-out test. This test which measure by means of the special tension jacks the force required to pull out a previously cast in metal insert within the enlarged end. This test is superior to the ribbon hammer and the penetration resistant test because it is used for the large volume and a great depth of concrete to compare the ribbon hammer test and penetration test. The ribbon hammer test and penetration test is only used for small diameter, but this pull-out test is used to a large volume and a great depth of the concrete. So that one is the major advantage of the pull-out test compared to above the ribbon hammer test and penetration test. This one is very best for used in greater depth. Then perfometer. It is used to measure the cover thickness and number of reinforcement, then location of the reinforcement and strips. It is able to locate reinforcing bars and measures concrete covers. These are the picture I show the testing of perfometer.